The Milwaukee Bucks weren't in for any treats on Halloween. That much was clear early in Tuesday's game against the Oklahoma City Thunder at the BMO Harris-Bradley Center. But the Bucks did perform a trick. For long stretches, their offense disappeared in a 11,091 loss. The one-sided affair was reminiscent of Milwaukee's 31-point beatdown at the hands of the Thunder in April in Oklahoma City. Facing a tough, physical Thunder squad that has established itself as one of the best defenses in the NBA in the opening weeks of the season, good looks for the Bucks were few and far between. Oklahoma City's game plan emphasized making things as difficult as possible for Giannis Antetokounmpo, who entered the night averaging a league-high 34.7 points per game, with Andre Roberson primarily taking on the assignment of blanketing Milwaukee's star. The focus on Antetokounmpo didn't open much up for the rest of the Bucks, though. At least nothing they could consistently take advantage of. Antetokounmpo finished with 28 hard-earned points on 9 of 14 shooting, exiting the game early in the fourth quarter with the outcome already clear in a game in Charlotte looming Wednesday. No other Bucks player reached double figures as the team shot 32 of 76 42.1% from the field, including just 9 of 30% on three-pointers to go with 15 turnovers. That's easy. You just pass it to your teammate, Bucks coach Jason Kidd said when asked how to handle teams denying Antetokounmpo. When you do that, everything else falls into place. Instead of trying to force it to Giannis, we have 4 other guys on the floor, they've just got to trust. Box score: Thunder 110, Bucks 91. RELATED Bucks declined to pick up Rashad Vaughn's fourth-year option-related full-time dietitian feeds the team a live scoreboard. Box scores, standings, statistics. Right now our trust is kind of short in the sense of we think we have to get it to Giannis. There's other guys who can make plays, we just haven't done it on a consistent basis 7 games in. But we have to find that flow and trust. Tuesday night was representative of the Bucks' offensive struggles thus far. Through 7 games, the Bucks have not been able to formulate an offensive identity, outside of Antetokounmpo scoring at a clip unseen around Milwaukee since the days of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I'm not sure, guard Malcolm Brogdon said when asked if the team had established an offensive identity yet. I think we know what we want to be and we work towards it and we see glimpses of it, but I don't think we're consistent with it yet. Milwaukee didn't start the game poorly on offense, but it didn't take long. After jumping out to an 84 lead, the Bucks went cold. Over the ensuing 6 minutes, the Bucks couldn't get anything to fall, missing 9 shots and committing 3 turnovers. The open looks didn't go down, transition opportunities led to nothing and any semblance of offensive flow didn't exist as the Thunder embarked on a 160 run from which the Bucks never recovered. It didn't help that Antetokounmpo was whistled for his 3rd foul, his 2nd offensive foul, just over a minute into the second quarter, which prompted Kidd to take him out. Antetokounmpo, for all of Oklahoma City's efforts, had been the only Bucks player to get anything going with 10 points on 5 shots to that point. With Antetokounmpo out, the Bucks slipped back into offensive malaise. Chris Middleton, Milwaukee's other go-to option, continued his stretch of struggling in first halves, missing his first 6 shots on the way to finishing 3 of 13 with 9 points. The Thunder took advantage of the Bucks' discombobulation, doubling its lead from 10 to 20 over 12 minutes with Antetokounmpo out, and never looked back. Reigning MVP Russell Westbrook performed his usual sorcery, commanding the Thunder offense with 12 points, 10 rebounds and 9 assists in just 12 minutes of action. Paul George led Oklahoma City with 20 points and Carmelo Anthony chipped in 17. Center Steven Adams exerted total control over the paint, putting up a double-double with 14 points and 11 rebounds. When you play grown-ups, you've got to be ready, Kidd said. We weren't ready to play the grown-ups tonight. Behind the box score slap happy coming off a strong finish to last season, the Bucks opted to keep second-year center Thon Maker in the starting lineup. There's definitely a learning curve that comes with that role and added minutes that come with it, and so far one of Maker's struggles has been getting into foul trouble. Heading into Tuesday, Maker was averaging 3.0 fouls per game and 6.5 per 36 minutes, numbers that could limit his on-court opportunities. Maker collected just 2 fouls on Tuesday night, with Kidd saying that figuring out how to limit his fouls is just something HE's going to have to play through. HE's got to play, Kidd said. There's no limitations in the sense of telling him HE's got to watch his fouls. He plays hard and we need him to continue to play hard. He's got to learn how not to foul. Being 20 years old, he's going to go through that. He understands his role and understands if he keeps playing hard he'll get better at it. First Point's rookie first-round pick DJ Wilson appeared in the first half of Tuesday's game, marking his first minutes in a first half this season. He ultimately logged 12 minutes, with most of them coming in the fourth quarter. With 625 remaining, Wilson deposited his first NBA points on a dunk after pivoting into space along the three-point line and driving the open lane. He finished with 4 points, adding a more emphatic slam on a fast break after a steal by Mirza Teletovic. Up next, teams Milwaukee Bucks 43 at Charlotte Hornets 43, when 6 p.m. Wednesday. Where Spectrum Center. About the Hornets. Charlotte enters Wednesday coming off a pair of wins against the Orlando Magic and Memphis Grizzlies, teams that have gotten off to hot starts. Point guard Kemba Walker has been the star of both games, putting up 34 points and dishing out 10 assists against the Magic and following with a 27-point performance on the road against the Grizzlies. For the season, Walker is averaging a team-high 24.4 points per game and also leads the Hornets with 6.4 assists per contest. The Bucks and Hornets already played once this season, with Milwaukee holding serve at home with a 10,394 victory October 23.